SABC News, independent, impartial.
Welcome back, everybody. With the new year in full swing, some of the country's leading skin experts have already projected we can expect lots more exciting marketing-leading developments in skin science in South Africa. The last year has been described as one of the most successful, impactful and educational for skin care in this country. Well, let's now speak to skin expert Kevin Koza, who joins me now in studio this morning to take us through some of the top trends to look out for in 2023. Kevin, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, let's start with how 22 was for skincare and locally produced skincare products.
Thank you very much for that. Well, let me start by saying with Skin Functional being a skincare brand that we always listen to our customers, it was such a great year because we were able to deliver products that are expertly formulated and making sure that we're able to deliver to our customers as they rightfully deserve. So 2022 was such a great year. And also what I really love that with, of course, local is lekker, so it means that people are getting great products at a reasonably affordable price.
Okay, let's talk about what skin science is and what really goes into taking care of your skin.
When it comes to describing what skin science is, it is basically, or just simply put, it's all about the study of the skin and basically looking after it. And when you look at the structure of the skin, it actually has, you know, the way it's been, the way it is actually in terms of how its composition, it actually comes in a form of a way that is very what do I say? It's very intriguing, for example, because remember that the skin carries like multiple functions, such as, you know, it's responsible for perspiration. It also helps, you know, with overall maintenance of your skin, especially when it comes to barrier function. So that's why it's actually very important for us to take care of our skin, because if we do not do it like optimally, unfortunately, the skin will not be able to function optimally.
Okay, let's now get into some, you know, important skincare routines that we should embrace and partake in, like on a daily basis, because some people think that ugeza nje ubuso ngamanzi and ufaka Vaseline or lotion, that's it. Yet it goes far more than that, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Again, when you look at this, the main function of the skin, especially when it comes to its barrier support, it is responsible for giving us that protection, you know, making sure that it protects us from eye, gives us that protection against environmental triggers. So you may find that there are environmental aggressors of which you need to make sure that your skin is well protected from. And again, that is why we specifically need to use the likes of antioxidants, of which they serve a great purpose when it comes to helping to preserve the skin. And when it comes to skin care, when you look at, especially considering the fact that the skin is the largest organ of the body, it therefore needs great care. It's not just the least we can do is at least, you know, ensure that it's well cleansed and well moisturized for overall functioning.
And I suppose then the misconception is that when it comes to skin care, we're only focusing on the face.
Absolutely.
Yet the other body parts as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is like the whole body, because at the end of the day, you need to take care of your body like whole.
Yes, yes. Okay. Now speak to us about some of these skincare trends that you can expect this year.
So at Skin Functional, we have been working tirelessly, and it's with great pleasure for me to say that there are great innovations that we have in place, and we just kickstarted the year with the launch of new exciting products such as great antioxidants, to name a few. It's the likes of coenzyme Q10 with ascorbic acid. There are also peptides as well for anti-aging benefits. I am pro-aging, by the way. And again, with the likes of different peptides, as I've already mentioned, and this actually creates more room for people to, you know, use like the products that are expertly formulated, and they just make sure that they use what is right for their skin. And also, when you look at like skin trends right now, there are so many active ingredients that are being brought into place, and of which Skin Functional is making sure that we're delivering that to our people.
And for those whose New Year resolution is taking care of their skin, where do they begin?
Well, it begins with Kevin at Skin Functional. I feel like the basics that people need, or like everybody needs, is basically like a good cleanser to ensure that you remove impurities, that you keep your skin cleansed, as well as introducing, for example, hyaluronic acid, which is great for optimizing your moisture content in the skin, as well as vitamin C. It serves as a great antioxidant, and this is just like a list that goes on my personal favorite, which I strongly believe that everybody should be having. And of course, that comes up with like vitamin A as well for overall maintenance of the skin. And then the last two would be a good moisturizer, as well as a sunscreen.
Do you guys have a product that is all-encompassing, like all-in-one? Because all the things that you've just counted,
yes,
I can't see myself going to a shop and then buying all those things and then using them all at once. Well, it's so daunting, especially for men.
I totally understand. Well, firstly, with Skin Functional, we cater for everybody, regardless of gender. And for the mere fact that it could be quite daunting, that's why, I am here as well, so that you can clearly reach out and then I'll assist you. And for let's say maybe you're looking for at least 3 products, sorry, to push it, but then at least have something that has the good vitamin C, have a good moisturizer, and of course with the vitamin A, because it has multiple benefits. It has anti-aging benefits, it serves as great product when it comes to sun damage, and overall, maintenance of the skin, so of which you at least need something that has a good vitamin A and C as well.
Okay. What are some of the harmful skincare ingredients that we find ourselves using over a long period of time?
Well, to name a few, this is actually something that actually affects most of our people, especially when it comes to lightening products. I'm not shaming when it comes to that, but then the thing is, unfortunately, if it's done especially with the likes of certain active ingredients such as hydroquinone, if it's not used adequately, that is why in most cases it's only prescribed by a dermatologist, and of course at a certain concentration. And with this being the case, unfortunately, if what I've also noticed is that when it comes to these products, for example with hydroquinone, what it does is that it doesn't literally just brighten the skin, it literally damages your melanocytes. And of which, remember that with our melanocytes, these are skin cells that are responsible for the production of pigment and therefore helping to maintain the overall color of our skin. And that's pretty much that. Once they're damaged, unfortunately, the damage can be quite irreversible.
What about these organic skincare products? Are organic skincare products really organic, or is it simply a myth?
Well, I don't think it's a myth, because remember with organic, it means something that has carbon and hydrogen ions, and of which that is basically nature. Yes. So what matters the most is how the products have been put together in terms of the ingredients. So what you need is just products that are actually, expertly formulated, like Skin Functional has to offer, and of which our products are actually backed with science. Okay.
And what's that skincare trend that you believe will take the country by storm, especially from this year?
I actually, looking at the trends from last year, specifically referring at kojic acid, I think sodium ascorbyl phosphate as well, as Centella asiatica, they were good. They were topping the skincare trends, and of which I think I still see them seeing.
What are those products, by the way? You just mentioned some big names there.
Well, those, for example, with Centella asiatica, this is a great anti-inflammatory property, and a Skin Functional, we've incorporated it with our very own PhytoSooth complex, and this actually offers great soothing benefits for the skin. So for people whose skin is easily prone to irritations, or skin that is more sensitive or prone to redness, like with Centella asiatica, because of its anti-inflammatory benefits, it actually helps to calm that irritations, and then better, also helping to sustain your skin overall, and ensuring that your barrier is intact, and therefore it's able to function optimally. And yeah, the list goes on and on. Again, with the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, that is my absolute favorite, because it helps to provide it's a vitamin C actually. So of which what it does, it's great. But then with the ones that were formulated, it's not just like any typical vitamin C that you can just get anyway. It is vitamin C that is mainly intended to do more than vitamin C does, because it also helps to manage breakouts. Because remember, with vitamin C, it's mostly like brightening, antioxidation, and all that. But then with ours, it also has it takes a greater another length as well.
Right. Kevin, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for opening our eyes to some of these skincare trends that we should be looking out for.
Thank you very much for having me.
That was skincare expert Kevin Koza speaking to us about some of the top skincare trends we can expect this year.